Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Mohammed Isa Khan. Hope everybody is doing good, everybody is doing fine. And welcome to day 11 of the learning of the 21-day learning SQL challenge. Everybody is doing good, everybody is doing fine. And hope so. Again, I'm asking that because of the current situation in around the world, I'm asking that is everybody all right? Everybody is doing, hopefully, doing good. So now today we are in day 11, Alhamdulillah, and the first question. And as you remember that we had a excellent session in day 10 where the final evaluation which was given to me by ChatGPT was that my multi CTE structuring was strong, my ranking logic was strong, it was solid, UV was correct, and business filtering logic was sharpening, and the analytical thinking was improving now noticeably. Now, in the day 10, we also realized that I didn't fail, but I misunderstood the condition, and that is normal at that level. And this was the evaluation which I was given by for the day 10. And with that being said, we are now in day 11, and now we will be moving to question 1. And the question 1 is again a business scenario. Here, the head of sales wants to know which customer made a purchase in a given year but did not make a purchase in the previous year. So it is a pretty unique question, pretty unique, you can say not pretty unique question, but pretty frequent question, which is usually asked in the companies, and these are really important with regard to the so okay friends, I had to adjust some lighting, and I have also in the meantime have written the query also. And I have written down the whole query because we have seen over the time that our 2 hours limit kind of exceeds for the live sessions. Okay, so what I have done is that I have written the query by pausing the video, during which time I also understood and tried to understood the behavior retention style, or the SQL, or the overall, I also took the help from Google and all, and it took me around more than 40 minutes to come up with this solution which I have written here. This was just to check something regarding the idea, regarding the whether certain things were working or not. So this is what I have come up with. So the question was put out as which customers made purchase in a given year but did not make the purchase in the previous year. So what I have did is that first of all I had uh, I had written down the whole question, and I have written down on my copy, and after that I had tried to look for no clues. So one of the first hints, and then I started looking for the hints or clues, you can say. And the first was that it was the distinct customer year combination. Okay, and also you have to find first to calculate the this year purchase made by the customers. So for the yearly purchase, I have select first of all what I have done is sorry, I have select the customers, and then I have used distinct function in order to distinct the combination which have already, because of the hint there, I have kind of assumed that we should use distinct here, because these are the tricks which you kind of pick up after some time. So after using select distinct, what I have done is that I have selected the customer key as a unique ID, and then the customer name. For the customer name, I have used it's for their first name, and for the for the calendar year, I have used for the calendar year from the date table, from the dimension table, and I have assigned it as year of purchase. Okay, for this year, it is for this year only. Okay, then I have joined, because we have to join this customer key to the fact table, because we are taking the data from the fact table, and then I have formed it as a CTE, and I have given it a name purchase as. Okay, so this whole thing will operate as a function for my it will function as a CTE for my query. Okay, first it was the yearly purchase, then we went for the purchase history. Now purchase history, then you say it told you that first you have to find the distinct customer, and I have found the distinct customers here. I think so. Okay, I think so. And then it told me to use the leg and partition it by customers. Okay, so when I went for the purchase history, now with doing the current year, and after that I will be focusing on the previous year. So what I have done is that I have selected the unique ID, the name from the top, and then used to write this query. I have just first of all I have written from. With that being with their explanation, we are now currently, yeah, we are fine. Let's run it before moving to ChatGPT. Okay, so there seems to be a problem. State 1, line 12, invalid column name, customer key. Okay, 12, partition by customer key. Okay, it is not customer key, it is the unique ID. Sorry, I have already written unique ID. Unique ID. After pasting it to ChatGPT, ChatGPT says this is strong, very strong. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Now let's evaluate it properly. Okay, structure review. The yearly purchase CTE. You correctly removed duplicates using distinct. Okay, there were some duplicates. Created customer year grain and joined properly cross fact plus dimensions. That is exactly the correct first step. Yeah, I had to because it was in the hints. Okay. So purchase history city, you correctly use leg partition by order by, and this is the right analytical pattern. Yeah, this is the right analytical pattern. Thank you, ChatGPT. And then the filtering logic, you wrote where, what I have written, where purchase year is not null and year of purchase is greater than previous purchase year plus 1. Okay, so this translates to customer brought this year and the gap from the last year purchase is greater than 1. That correctly identifies reacted customer after at least one inactive year. That satisfies the business question. One important nuance. So what does this mean? This means the question is correct. Okay, okay. One important business nuance. Earlier I hinted or previous year is null depending on interpretation. Your logic excludes first time buyers because of previous year is not null. So your result set contains reactivated customers only, not new customers. This is actually analytical cleaner. If the business wants only reactivation, your version is correct. Okay, okay friends, after saving my day 11 question 1 code in my notepad, I have returned for question 2. Now what does the question 2 says? Question 2 says that the marketing director wants to identify customers who purchased in 3 consecutive years. Okay, so the marketing director is now asking after the sales head, the marketing director wants to ask that which customers purchased from our company for 3 consecutive years. That means that they have purchased in 2024, they have purchased in 2025, and now in 2026 they have also purchased. Okay, so that means they are routine customers. Now return customer key. Now what I have to return is customer key, customer name, and the starting year of the 3-year streak for each customer, for maybe for something different. For example, there are 2 customers A and B. A joined us with his first purchase in 2024, then in 2025 and 2026. There may be some customer for example B, he might be with us from 2021, 2022, 2023. So for each and every customer they would have a different starting year to their 3-year streak, and that is a point to remember. There will be different starting years, different. So friends, I have come up with this solution, and as we already knew that 80% of the logic I had built in my question 1, so I had to recall the whole question here, and then I only added this extra because I needed multiple legs, because I had to go from 1 year then to from to one previous selection to another previous selection, or 2 years back, in order to form the in order to create the 3 years streak here. Okay, so what I have done is that I have added only this extra, otherwise everything is fine. And I have added purchase history too, and rest everything is normal. And then I have used the previous purchase year which I found here into this purchase history 2, and then I have created it into previous 2 year purchase. Okay, and with that, after that, I have went down and I used this filter which was given to me by ChatGPT, which was quite surprised, because this is way too good of a hint. But anyways, it's a learning thing. So now I have applied the filter here. I have so ChatGPT says that this is very good work. You are thinking in patterns now, not just writing SQL. Yeah, thank you. Now it says that now let's break it down properly, shall we? Okay, ready? Now it says that structural evaluation. Structural evaluation. Number one, it says yearly purchases. Correct grain. One row per customer per year. No duplication is good. Okay, yearly. First leg. So it is doing again, despite the fact he told me that 80% of the logic is the same. Well, let him do. He is the instructor here. Now the first leg. What is the first leg? Leg is equals to year of purchase. It was our first leg, which is the year of purchase over. Over means connecting to that. Okay, over means it's a window function, and which is what is doing. We have also we have partitioned it by the unique ID order by year of purchase. My first leg. Correct partition order by yes. Second, yeah, I've done it. So what is he saying? This actually gives you year, previous year, and previous year. Yeah, then that works. It is not the most elegant way. You could also use leg year of purchase too, but it is logically correct. Oh, come on. If I have done it, all right. We are in learning phase, so let's just say that we learned something from this part, despite the fact that is everything is correct. Anyways, there's always room for improvement. So, and after that, we will be focusing on the filtering logic, and the filtering logic was where the year of purchase is equals to previous year plus one, and the previous purchase year is equals to previous 2 year purchase plus one. This means the code y is equals to y minus 1 plus 1, and y minus 1 is equals to y minus 2 plus 1. This is exactly that is exactly code 3 executive years correct logic. Okay, so this is the formula used for 3 consecutive years. Okay, so this filtering I will never forget. Correct logic. Now it also says that one important business detail. Okay, the requirement asked to return the starting year of 3 year streak. Okay, now I'm doing my necessary saving here for question 2. I have started my question 3, which will be my final question for day 11. And what does the question 3 says? It's our final question, and good. The final challenge, this one separates intermediate from advanced. Okay, let's see. I think so. Now things have gotten serious. Okay, so day 11, final question, business scenario. The retention team wants to detect customer churn. What is customer? First of all, what is churn? What is customer churn? Let's just see. What is customer churn? Let's try to understand it before we move forward. Customer is a rate at which customers stop doing business with the company over a specific period of time. It is critical health metric, especially for subscription-based businesses, as it represents loss and high cost of replacing existing with the new ones. Okay, customer churn means the customers who stop buying from your shop. There. Okay, so the churn means who stop buying from your shop. So, what is the definition for customer churn? Oh, it's also explained it. Okay, sorry. A customer is considered churned in year X, whatever year, if they made a purchase in year X but did not make a purchase in the year X plus 1. Okay. So a customer is considered churn, for example. So I'm starting to get a knack of this thing now. Okay. So if I buy something in 2025 from, let's say, XYZ company, so if I don't buy the same item from the same company the previous year, the next year, sorry, that means I am a churned customer. Churn means they have lost me as a customer. Okay, so this is a great matrix, man. This is a great matrix. So what is important? Important, you're not checking gaps of multiple year. Okay, no gaps. You're checking immediate drop off. Okay, immediate drop off. Okay. Output requirements: customer key, customer name, churn year, the last year they purchased before disappearing. Okay, churn year. So I want to find. Friends, I have just added a couple of changes to it. Remove the leg portion, just write it, convert it to lead, and then wrote down next year, and also changed the previous history to churn analysis. And then I applied this, I think so, but I don't know why it is giving me these filters again and again, but thank you. If it deems that I need it, so I need it. So I have applied the filter here. Next year is null, or next year is greater than year of purchase plus 1. Okay, so this is the filter. I want them to include uh, or the next year is greater than year of purchase plus 1. Okay, let's see how it plays out. So yeah, after pasting it into ChatGPT, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. This is a strong finish. Now let's evaluate it properly and critically. Structure review, grain control. Grain control, select distinct. Okay, so you correctly established one row per customer per year, no duplication risk. This is mandatory for a churn logic, good discipline. I mean, what can I say, man? You already told me that 90% of my logic was same, so I didn't have to do anything. So yeah, it is distinct was already present there, so there is no risk of duplication after that. Okay. Now correct use of lead. Okay, so I have done the lead year of purchase, which is written here, and our partition by unique ID, order by year of purchase, which is perfect. You partition by customers. Okay, and then ordered chronologically, yes, and then look forward in the direction for churn. Okay, exactly. Now filtering logic. Filtering logic is next year is null, or next year is greater than equal to plus 1. This translates to no next purchase at all, or next purchase at least skips 1 year. Okay, so this filtering logic is explained in this way, that there is no next purchase at all, which is the nulls which I am seeing here, or there is a skip at least 1 year. Now you can see that it is 2013. Okay, so there is null. Now if you see 2010, there is 2011, 12, 13. So after 2 years this customer has returned. Okay, this is correctly identified. This correctly identifies immediate drop off and multi-year drop off. Okay, multi-year drop off and immediate drop off are understood here. From behavioral perspective, correct churn detection logic. Okay, so yeah, once you create a logic, and after that it is just simple. Important business nuance, advanced level. And now here's the part that matters in real analytics team. Okay, the problem is next year is null. Okay, this will flag customer whose last purchase occurs in the most recent year of your dataset. For example, if your dataset ends in 2022 and a customer purchased in 2023, next year will be null. Yeah, obviously, but we do not know whether they churned because true data does not exist. This is called right censoring. In production detection analysis, we often exclude the latest year for churn classification. Okay, how to handle that? Okay, now what I'm thinking here, that 2024 is our latest of the data, the latest year, and after that there is no, because the data is not available, so it is showing null. Okay, so it is called right censoring. Oh, that's a great learning. That's a great learning. Now, how to handle that enterprise version? You would first determine max calendar years and exclude it where year of purchase is less than equal to from limited, then apply churn logic. Okay, so okay, so I had learned that this right censoring, so that means that have to first identify. I need to first identify. I need to first identify what do I have. Okay, let's just check it. Which is the latest year we have? Control X. What we are supposed to write? Max year. No. Calendar year. No, that is not how thing work. Okay, so just paste it. So then apply the churn logic. So we have to apply then the churn logic. So it is easy. It's easy to apply.